everybody, welcome to tonight's presentation on Shakeology. Super excited to have you here. I wanted to introduce myself and let you see that I am a real person before I go ahead and share my desktop. So let me go ahead and get that going for us. All right, well, the truth behind Shakeology. So you have probably heard a ton of information about Shakeology, but not really quite sure exactly what it is. It is definitely not a diet drink or a weight loss drink or anything like that. So we're going to go through all of the details, explain some questions that you may have, and hopefully get you on the right path to your goals and making those happen. So just a little bit about me. I'm not going to go into a whole lot about my story. I have a lot of information to present to you tonight. So I am going to save this for the end. But just to let you know a little bit about myself, I'm Lisa Mohajé. I have been with Team Beachbody for 6 years. I started out as a secretary in a corn refinery plant. Basically tripled my full-time income in about 18 months with Beachbody, retired at 34, moved my daughter and Tiara and I from a very small town in central Illinois, which is where I started the Beachbody business, to Atlanta, Georgia. And that's actually where I met my husband, Paj. So, I had very little expectations for this business in the beginning. And basically in 5 years, I have earned $1 million doing something that I love, something that's life-changing, something that I enjoy, and something that really got me through a very difficult time in my life. So I'm going to share all of that at the end, but I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a sneak peek as to who it is you're hearing speak. I was going to say who it is that you're talking to. So that's just a little bit about myself. So let's go ahead and get into tonight's presentation. Like I said, I have a lot of information. I'm going to try to present it to you in a way to keep your attention and still give you all of the information that you need to understand exactly what Shakeology is and why everyone is so crazy about it. Well, the first thing I want to clarify is that Shakeology isn't a protein shake or a diet drink. Shakeology is an actual meal replacement shake. So when people say protein, Shakeology does have protein in it, a lot of protein. But the thing is that, as Americans today, we're not protein deficient. We're not, looking to, really supplement our protein unless you are, a bodybuilder or something like that. So yes, protein is very important, but it's not something that we are deficient in. And it's definitely not a diet shake or a diet drink. It's not going to make you lose weight just by drinking a shake. There's a whole lot that goes in behind all of this. And so basically, what you're going to get from Shakeology is all of the nutrition, all of the nutrients that your body is currently craving and needs. And by doing that, you're naturally going to lose weight just by taking care of yourselves. So this probably sounds familiar to many of you. I know that for years, this is exactly how I was. I would start a diet. I would be all gung-ho, ready to go, excited. And so what happens is when you start a diet, you automatically reduce your calories, right? Because we feel like when we diet, we have to starve ourselves. For some reason, we feel that's what we're supposed to be doing. And at the same time, we're increasing activity. So it takes about 10 to 14 days before it catches up with us. And then at that point, we're nutrient deficient. So we're tired, we're sluggish, we don't feel good, we're irritable, we're expecting our body to do more with less energy. And at that point, the temptation sets in, the frustration sets in. You know, maybe you're at a family dinner and, you know, people are like, oh, just one bite, it won't hurt you. Or maybe someone in your family has ordered pizza. Maybe that's your weakness. And at that point, you're already frustrated. You're like, this, I don't feel good. Why am I doing this? You're kind of like, screw it. I'm going to have that brownie. I'm going to have that ice cream. And so you give in. And then the next feeling is the guilt of feeling like, why did I do that? I can't do this. The feeling of failure, the feeling of hopelessness, the feeling that you're never going to be able to lose weight. And then you say, okay, I'm going to start again on Monday, right? Can anybody relate to that? I know that that is something that I have definitely always struggled with. And the awesome thing about Shakeology is that when you start a diet and you're bringing Shakeology in, you're now getting all the nutrients that you need. You're still cutting your calories, but you're getting everything that your body needs to stay satisfied, to stay full. So once you get to that 10 to 14 days without Shakeology, you're going to start to have cravings. And those cravings are going to start to kick in, and you're going to start to want carbs. And basically, you know, those cravings are a sign of your body's not getting enough of something. So typically, you know, if you're not getting enough of something, your body's sending you signals like, hey, feed me, I'm hungry. Why did you cut out my favorite foods? I need more. It's basically like a car, right? So your body has to have fuel to be able to go anywhere. And it depends, like, you know, what kind of fuel are you putting in your body? Are you putting in premium gasoline? Or are you putting in the basic unleaded? So Shakeology is the premium nutrition that you can put in your body. It's the healthiest meal of the day. It tastes like dessert. It's something that I personally have actually been drinking for 6 years in October and never get tired of it. It's something that, you know, just really keeps me going. It makes me just feel good. Like, that's kind of one of the things, if you get a group of people in the room that are all drinking Shakeology, that's all they want to talk about. They want to talk about how they made their shake today and how it makes them feel, and, you know, all of this good stuff, because it just fills you up with everything that your body's missing. So for the diet cycle, Shakeology plays a key role in this, in helping you stay on track and not getting off track, not breaking at that 10 to 14 day and sticking with it, sticking with your program and seeing it through. It becomes a part of your daily nutrition, not just for your diet, but for your everyday lifestyle. All right, so I actually have a couple of videos that I'm going to share with you from some people on our team spread out through tonight's presentation. So the first one is Jennifer Jones. She's actually a teacher, a school teacher, and she's also a singer in a band. So let's go ahead and hear from Jennifer.
Hey guys, Jennifer Jones here, and I just wanted to take a second and tell you about Shakeology, my favorite new obsession. The shakes that I used to drink, I used to try to find things that were as close to all natural as you could get. And of course, you know, these things are just ridiculously processed. And a lot of times you've got companies that will add chemicals and sugars and other things, caffeine, to help get you going. And so when I got on Shakeology, I was really excited that here was a product that actually had superfood-based ingredients, and you can flip it over and you can pronounce everything, and it's stuff that you actually want to put into your body. And it's such an amazing product that I can tell when I have missed a day, which I of course try not to do, but you know, sometimes I'm out of town, I don't take enough with me. It's that good. I have to be out of town and I will pack my blender and take my blender with me because I don't want to miss out. And you can use a shaker cup or things like that. It doesn't have to be that complicated, but I like to add bananas or fruit. All the flavors are amazing. I've had the vegan options of chocolate and tropical strawberry. Both of those are fantastic. I love the regular chocolate. It's dessert. I can kill that sweet tooth after a meal by sitting down and having a shake. I get the chance to have it for breakfast if I want, pre or post workout. You can do it with water. You can do it with, I like almond milk. It just really depends on, your dietary needs. It's flexible, and it's made with top nutritionists and top scientists. The big brains of the industry have come together and have given us this beautiful gift of Shakeology. So I really hope that you'll talk to your coach about it and get your own sample and get started with this amazing product, because you're not going to regret it. Money well spent, you guys. Take care of yourselves. Go be healthy.
All right, just one example, and Jennifer is actually a coach on our team who is drinking Shakeology, and as you can see, she is loving it. So on the previous slide, I talked a lot about that vicious diet cycle, right? And I talked a little bit about being nutrient deficient. And these statistics actually came from, it's called JAMA. It's the Journal of American Medical Association. And this was really, really interesting. It was found that 100% sufficiency, that should be deficiency, excuse the typo, that is correct. 100% sufficiency was possible for all of the 27 essential micronutrients. And this is the crazy part. Only when daily calorie intake requirement averaged 27,000 calories a day. That is the only way to be 100% sufficient in all of the micronutrients. So I don't know about you, but I don't think I could eat 27,000 calories a day. That's just, impossible. And the things that you would have to eat to get those calories in is ridiculous. My husband Pasha is actually a bodybuilder, and I know he gets a lot of calories in a day, but I don't think that he's ever hit 27,000 calories in one day. So that is just really, really crazy. The awesome thing about Shakeology, and I kind of hinted on this before, was that you're still able to cut your calories, but you're still getting those essential micronutrients for only $4 a day. So a lot of times people think, well, what is this going to cost me? This is going to be really expensive. And I'll be honest, when I first signed up as a coach in 2009, and that's actually when Shakeology came out, I was a single mom, and I was really struggling financially, and I thought, there is no way I can't afford Shakeology. And as soon as I tried it and I realized the breakdown of okay, it's $4 a day, and it's actually replacing a meal, and I'm getting all of this good stuff in it, I haven't stopped ordering it since. So it's a really great way for you to cut your calories and still get everything that you need. Of course, there are diet plans that use whole foods, and that's awesome. A lot of people say, oh, I'm going to eat clean. I don't need Shakeology. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But even still, on average, they're going to be deficient by 56%. So deficient by 56% of the RDA, the recommended daily allocations. So even people who eat 5 daily servings of fruits and vegetables may not get enough of certain vitamins for optimum health. And that was by the doctor that put this article together for JAMA. It might actually be JAMA. I'm not a medical expert. So nutrient deficient and disease, what exactly is that? What is this really all about? If you're like me, a lot of this was new to me when I signed up as a coach. I thought, eating healthy was to go eat a salad or to eat an apple or, whatever. So I'm going to try to speak in terms that are relatable and that make sense for all of us. But micronutrient deficiency has been shown to cause an 80.8% increase in the likelihood of becoming overweight or obese, and is scientifically linked to a higher risk of other dangerous and debilitating diseases, including resistance to infection, birth defects, cancer, cardiovascular disease, and osteoporosis. So it just goes to show you how important it is to really take your health serious and really think about what it is that you're putting into your body. Even depression is linked to, a lack of nutrients. So we don't really think about it, unfortunately. I feel like, when we're younger, we don't really think about nutrition and realize how important it is until, maybe someone in our family gets sick, maybe somebody gets diabetes, or they have a heart attack or a heart disease. And then things start to really become more real. They become more clear, and we start to realize when time's running out for someone, how important that is. Or when we see someone in our family suffering, we start to realize how important it is to take good care of ourselves and only to fuel our bodies, to feed our bodies and with good nutrition. Can you lose weight without Shakeology? Absolutely. But why would you want to do it the hard way? Shakeology just makes everything easier. You're replacing one meal a day, like I said, for $4. You can even get it with a coach's discount. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. Everything that you need in one delicious shake. And the Shakeology is actually equal to 5 plates of salad. So if you don't like to eat your veggies, guess what? You can get it all in a chocolate or a strawberry or vanilla Shakeology. It just makes everything so much easier. And you can this is actually safe for your whole family. You can give it to your kids. Your whole family can and should be drinking this. Signs that you're nutrient deficient. I have a feeling some of you on here tonight can relate to some of these. You're having cravings, mental fog, you're irritable, you're sluggish. We don't realize what an impact our diet has on our mood and our day. But if you just think about a day where, maybe you were in a big hurry and you didn't have time to eat, or maybe you reached for the drive-through or a candy bar or something like that, and you just feel blah. You feel bloated, you feel tired, you feel fatigued, you feel miserable. So the immediate benefits of Shakeology: after just 3 to 5 days, it can help you lose weight, reduce junk food cravings. It's going to provide you with healthy energy. Your body's going to recover better, and it repairs itself faster. I have to tell you, the first time I drank Shakeology, I think it was like day 3, I remember getting to the gym and people were like, "What are you on? What are you doing?" Because I had so much energy. I mean, I wasn't bouncing off the wall, but I was alert. I was happy. I felt good. I was excited. And that was because my body had everything that it needed. It's also going to support your digestion and regularity after just 3 to 5 days. So the thing with Shakeology is it's not a quick fix. It works on the cellular level, so it does take time. You're not drinking like an energy shake, an energy drink where you're going to be hyper and shaking and your heart's pounding from whatever you've just put in your body. You're drinking something that's working, on the inside. So it's changing everything. And you'll not only be healthier, you'll feel healthier and happier. If you ask the person that invited you to this webinar, I guarantee you they can testify to that. And who doesn't want that? I mean, isn't that our ultimate goal, is just to live a healthy, happy, fulfilling life? And you can't do that if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't have that proper nutrition and make yourself a priority. All right, so we're going to hear next from, this is actually my mom, Diana Keeler.
Hi, my name is Diane, and I just wanted to tell you a few things I love about Shakeology. Number 1, this is strawberry, and it is my favorite. It is so delicious. But I've been drinking Shakeology for 5 years, and I don't plan on ever stopping. It's so important. I'm 65 years old, and I love the energy I get from it. I feel like I probably have more energy than a lot of people that are half my age, so that is a big plus. I had high cholesterol and heartburn. So now my heartburn's gone and my cholesterol is lowered. I also have a family history of heart disease, diabetes. So the main thing you can do is to take care of yourself while you can before you get all those problems. But it is the healthiest meal of the day. And I love knowing I'm getting all my vitamins. So it's just a good feeling. And when you feel good about yourself, you feel good about life. And that is very, very important. So there's not enough words I can tell you about Shakeology. It is just amazing. So I hope you give it a try. Thank you.
That's my mom. She is actually a Star Diamond coach on our team. She had signed up about 5 years ago and signed up for the 25% discount on her Shakeology. And now she earns about $300 a week as a coach on our team. So proud of her. All right, so Shakeology is a meal replacement shake. Like I said in the beginning, it's not just a protein shake. It's not a diet shake. It's a meal replacement shake. It comes with 30 easy, convenient meals. You can drink these anywhere. I mean, if you have a shaker cup and a bottle of water, you're good to go. And I'll admit, I've even been able to get that powder into a water bottle if I have to, if I'm that desperate. But you're replacing an entire meal. So you're deducting from your grocery budget. And most people don't get that at first. They think it's an added expense, but it's not. It's replacing an entire meal. It's whole food meal and vitamins in one drink. And like I said before, it's equal to 5 plates of salad. How crazy is that? And I gotta tell you, you can't even taste all of the vegetables in there. Like, it literally tastes like a chocolate frosty from Wendy's. Not that I would know what that tastes like. Well, maybe I do. But you can also be flexible with your calories, and that's what's really cool about this. It's not just for someone that wants to lose weight. It can be for someone that wants to lose weight, someone that's trying to maintain, or someone that's trying to gain muscle. So like my husband Paj, who is bodybuilding. He's a bodybuilder. He's a professional athlete. So he has to get a lot of calories. So Shakeology itself starts out at 140 calories. So if you just put water, that's all it would be, 140 calories. You know, maybe you want to make it with your almond milk or coconut milk. Maybe you want to add a banana. If you're trying to gain, maybe you're going to start putting in, you know, like peanut butter and almond butter and, you know, really packing in the ingredients to increase that calorie count. But you can see the difference here for Shakeology versus a fast food lunch. And this is like Subway. This is what we think is a healthy lunch, right? And we think it's a cheap lunch. So you see the comparison, 140 calories versus 470. Let's look at that fat. 1 gram of fat versus 70 grams of fat. I'm sorry, versus 10 grams of fat. Okay, if there was 70 grams of fat in a Subway lunch, we would be in a whole lot of trouble. So 1 gram of fat versus 70 grams of fat. I just want to make sure you guys were awake and listening. All right, and then the carbs. 19 grams versus 70 grams of carbs. That's a lot. That is a lot of carbs. And then of course the price. So $4 a day versus $6.25. With the coaching discount, you can actually get Shakeology for $3 a day. So it's totally worth it. I mean, people have gone off their antidepressants, they've gone off their cholesterol medication, their high blood pressure, you know, medicine. I mean, it's changing lives in 1 drink a day. So what makes Shakeology so different than the other shakes out there on the market? honestly, there is nothing that can compare to Shakeology. I had a friend who took a bag of Shakeology to one of the nutrition stores, GNC, and they told her she would have to buy more than 4 different products to even get, and she still wouldn't even get everything that's in Shakeology. So if you turn the label over on other, meal replacement shakes, or even a protein shake or a diet drink, if that's what you want to compare it to, Shakeology has no soy, no artificial sweetener. The sweetener source for Shakeology has actually stevia. There's no artificial flavors, and it's loaded with your superfoods. I mean, it is loaded. 70 vitamins, minerals, probiotics, phytonutrients, digestive enzymes, antioxidants, everything that your body needs is in this shake. So, most people don't realize a lot of this stuff. So hopefully this is kind of a little bit of an educational thing for you as well. But soy is actually made very cheap. It's basically a filler. It does have some protein, but the side effects are not worth it. I mean, it affects your digestion, your immune system, your cognition, and your reproduction system. Okay, so we think we're drinking soy milk. Oh, it's healthy for us. It's good for us. Take a look again. Artificial sweeteners. I can say this, when I worked for the corn refinery plant before I quit my full-time job, I was actually working in the department that manufactured Splenda. And what most people don't realize is that artificial sweeteners actually stimulates your appetite. It makes you hungry. It increases your carb cravings. So it makes you want those breads, those sweets, the things that, carbs are good. You do need carbs, but you need the right carbs, and you don't need a whole lot of them. Artificial sweeteners also increase fat storage, and they're also known to cause cancer. These are the things that we're putting in our body because today's market tells us these things are good for us, right? If we're cutting calories and there's no sugar in there, then that means it's got to be good for us. When you look at the labels for those artificial sweeteners, you're looking for sucralose, ACE-K, aspartame. Those sweeteners are all artificial sweeteners, and I guarantee you, if you went to your pantry right now, you would have a ton of products with these ingredients in it. Artificial flavors, it's so sad, but these are the things that we're feeding our kids. And this is why there's so many kids today with ADD, asthma, headaches, thyroid issues. That's also artificial flavors and colorings. It's unbelievable how consumers today, we don't know. We don't know really what's good for us. I mean, we see the things on TV that, oh, this juice is good for us, but if we don't educate ourselves, we don't know. So hopefully you guys are learning a little bit on tonight's webinar as well. And of course, the superfoods. I could go over and, tell you all about the different superfoods that are in Shakeology, but your eyes would probably glaze over. They might even go cross-eyed, and you'd be like, okay, when is this going to end? So if you are wanting more information on that, we definitely have it available for you. You just need to get with the person that invited you to watch this, and they have tons of information. It just depends on how much information you're wanting. All right, I thought that this was really interesting. I wanted to share it with you. It's basically a survey that was done with 3,000 daily Shakeology drinkers. That's a lot of people. It's not like they just interviewed 100. They interviewed 3,000 people. 93% feel healthier since drinking it. 86% report increased energy level. Are you tired of feeling tired? I mean, it's late tonight, and I know that some of you have probably been at work all day, and by the time you wake up in the morning, you're already tired. So how would you like to have more energy? 81% feel it helped reduce their cravings for junk food. I mean, sometimes you just get those cravings where you're like, I won't talk about it. Maybe you're craving like chocolate or pizza or, something salty and those chips and things like that. With Shakeology, you're not going to have those cravings as much. 91% said it helped improve their regularity. Did you know 80% of the population is irregular? That's because they're not getting their proper nutrition. 81% said Shakeology kept them full until their next meal. How many times have you eaten and an hour later you're starving? With Shakeology, it is slow to absorb, so it's going to make you feel full longer. 72% said Shakeology helped them lose weight. 82% improved digestion. 77% more alert and focused throughout their day. Okay, 74% improved, saw an improvement in their mood. I cannot tell you how many people have personally told me they've gone off their antidepressants. They have gone off their anxiety medication because of drinking Shakeology. Of course, your skin, hair, nails are going to look better because your body's getting all the vitamins and minerals that it needs. 91% agree that Shakeology tastes great. Money well spent, smart investment in their health. Good nutrition plus good fitness equals amazing results. When I first started my fitness journey, so I started out at 185 pounds. I was a size 16. On a good day, I was a size 14. I remember going into, shopping with my mom at Sears for work clothes. And I specifically remember getting a pair of elastic waist-banded pants. And I was in my 20s. I was young. I remember walking out and just feeling like, why? This is wrong. And, my mom, bless her heart, she said, well, the clothes are made different or, things like that. Everyone wants to make you feel better, but you know how you feel and it's not good. So for me, I would exercise and nothing would happen. I would diet and nothing would happen. That's back to that whole diet cycle. I would get to that day 10 or 14 and I didn't see results. And so I would quit. But it wasn't until I put the 2 and 2 together that I saw amazing results. And these are just a few examples of Beachbody's transformation from using Beachbody programs. So just a little bit about Team Beachbody. Beachbody has been around since 1998, started by Carl Deichler and John Compton. They are two of the nicest guys, just down to earth. You can see them at an event and they'll stop and talk to you. They'll say hi and, they're on social media and they just have the best interest of everyone involved in this business, whether it's a customer or a coach, at heart. They genuinely want to change lives, transform lives. I won't go through all of this. You can see some of the different programs in the timeline, which I think is really interesting. I actually got started with Power 90 on VHS tapes, and that's how I lost my first 36 pounds, was working out at home in my basement to VHS tapes. This side of the business, the coaching business, actually got started in 2007. And you can see Beachbody is just constantly coming out with new products and new programs and, making sure they do everything right. The Shakeology came out in 2009 and you don't see a vanilla Shakeology there. And that's because it took them that long to come up with a formula, vanilla, that was all natural because they didn't want to compromise. And so, most vanilla flavorings are artificial. So Shakeology is all natural. So it took them a while to find a natural vanilla that would work with the Shakeology. I mean, there's a ton of superfoods in there. And you cannot taste one of them. So that they really put a lot of effort to find the right formula for that. All right, so we've talked about Shakeology. We've talked about the fitness programs just briefly. I mean, basically, if you want ultimate results, Fitness and nutrition go hand in hand. So what are the options? You know, maybe you're interested in becoming a coach and joining our team and helping other people achieve their health and fitness goals. Maybe you're just ready to be a customer. You know, you want to join a challenge group to work on yourself, your own health and fitness goals. I have to tell you though, as a coach, even if you sign up for the 25% discount, work on yourself, work on your fitness programs, get plugged into our team, our support system, our family that's going to be there to help you, motivate you, encourage you, and lift you up on days where you're not so sure about it. You know, days that you want to quit. So if you want to join as a coach, and I just want to mention that you do get a 25% discount, you also earn 25% commission. And tonight's webinar isn't about the business, so I'm not going to go into a whole lot of details about that. You can actually check out the previous video on my YouTube channel, a sneak peek at coaching, and I'll answer all of your questions there. But if you want to join as a coach, we always highly recommend you get started with a challenge pack. So a challenge pack is going to come with your choice of a fitness program. It's going to come with your first shipment of Shakeology on Home Direct, and it's going to come with a free club membership trial. And the club membership actually includes Beachbody on demand, where you can stream your workout programs online. It's really cool. You can do it from your phone, your tablet, your computer. So there's literally no excuse for not getting your workout in, because the convenience is amazing. And it waives the $39.95 coach enrollment fee. So you can actually sign up as a coach for free with the challenge packs. The challenge packs start at $140, but you're going to save $50 to $80 with the challenge packs. So that's definitely the best deal, because you're going to get everything that you need to be successful. So set yourself up for success. You're worth it. The second option is to sign up with Shakeology. You're going to pay for the Shakeology plus your $39.95 coach enrollment fee. And I have to tell you that if you do that, it's actually kind of the same price as, you know, some of our sale challenge packs. So really think about it. The fitness program, maybe you just want to buy the 21-day fix and you're not quite ready for Shakeology yet. You're going to pay for the fitness program plus the $40 coach enrollment fee. Okay, maybe you're like, you know, I'm just not quite sure. I just want to join as a customer. You're going to pay for the challenge pack as your option one, and it comes with all of the things that you would get as a coach. I just have to add that when you sign up as a coach, there's no contract, there's no inventory, there's no minimum sales. You can cancel anytime. So why not go ahead and sign up as a coach? You're going to get that 25% discount on your Shakeology in month 2, so it just makes sense. You can also join as a customer just with your Shakeology or your choice of fitness program. So the benefits of being a coach, and I promise you guys I only have a couple more slides left, so hang with me. Benefits of being a coach: you're going to set your own work hours. Focus part-time or full-time, build online or in person, share your passion, and attract people. So I actually quit my full-time job. It's been almost 4.5 years ago. I literally create my own schedule. I'm typically at home working in my fuzzy slippers and my robe. Today, you know, Paj came home from the gym and we left and we went out for lunch and, you know, enjoyed that afternoon and time together. You know, you can build online or in person. So for me, when I first started as a coach, I was really worried about what people were going to think. I was shy, believe it or not. Some people have a hard time believing it, but I was shy. So I was basically just excited and sharing my journey on Facebook. And that is how people just started asking me, what are you doing? I want to do this. You know, how can I sign up? So it's a really natural thing. It's part of your lifestyle and just sharing it with other people. And it can actually turn into a full-time job. I mean, be able to stay home with your kids, pick them up from school, stay home with them when they're sick. Don't miss those special, you know, parent lunches, field trips. Be there for them. So what to expect from our team? I just have to say, I love our team so much. You know, they are not just friends, they become family. And just in this picture, I mean, you're looking at someone in Texas. someone in Michigan, someone in Tennessee, someone in Illinois, and a couple of people in Georgia. That's in the funny picture with the glasses. The picture below that, I mean, it's all over. Even a couple of people in Canada. Shout out to Nicole and Kendall. People all over. I mean, California, New York, Florida, you name it, all 50 states, plus Puerto Rico, plus Canada. It's all over. So what to expect from our team? You're going to get a new coach training, team calls, monthly team challenges, team building events, leadership training. We have an awesome Facebook team page where we keep each other accountable and up to date and, you know, just sharing tips and tricks and what's working for us. Recognition and accountability. So basically, when you sign up as a coach with us, you're not left out there on your own trying to figure out what this is all about. What do I do next? You're immediately welcomed and embraced into this amazing family of people who are positive and encouraging and motivating and genuinely want to help other people and see them succeed. So what about you? You know, a lot of times people put themselves on hold. They put their, you know, health and nutrition on the back burner. But what about you? You know, you matter. And it's time to really start thinking about your life and your family and being there to take care of them and to have the energy to take care of them. Because one thing you can never get back is time, and you can't get back your health. So really think about your life today and where you want to be a year from now. And what does that look like? What's different in your relationships? What's different in your health? What's different in your finances? And then maybe even as far as 5 years from now, what does your life look like? What do you want to see different? What do you want to see change? And that's a really difficult question for some of you guys because, you know, when you're little, you feel like you can do anything. You know, sky's the limit. If you want to be a doctor, you're going to be a doctor. If you want to travel the world, you're going to travel the world. But something happens when we grow up and, you know, we get that full-time job, or maybe we lose our full-time job. And life's not really quite as fun as what we had hoped it was going to be. It's not quite as easy as what we thought when we were little, right? When you're young, you think you can do anything. You think that it's going to be easy. But once you grow up, you quickly realize that life isn't a piece of cake. Life really does take some work. But the awesome thing about Beachbody is that you have a system, you have a community, a support system that's going to help you achieve those goals. So go ahead and get with the person that invited you tonight. Ask them, how can you get started? Tell them you're ready. You're ready to make that change. Whatever it is that you said in your mind a year from now, 5 years from now, maybe it's a new house, maybe it's a vacation for your family, maybe you just want more time with them. Get with your coach. Let them know how excited you are. You don't know you don't know where to start, but that's okay. We're going to help you. If you want to walk, we're going to walk with you. If you want to run, we're going to run with you. So I promised you guys I was just going to share a little bit about my story. I know that we are past time, so thank you guys for joining. For you guys that do want to hear my story, I'll keep it very brief, but I think it's worth your time to hang on and listen to it. So I've basically been a coach for 6 years, and when I got signed up with Beachbody, I was actually a new single mom. I was struggling to make ends meet. I would come home from work and the power was off or the water was turned off, and I would have to try to explain that to my daughter. I remember constantly, almost every other day, driving to my mom's work to borrow money because the car was going to be repossessed or the house was going to be foreclosed or I had no food. So for me, I got signed up with Beachbody. I looked at doing other home businesses, but they required to do parties. They required a big financial investment, And those were two things that I didn't have. I didn't have extra time and I didn't have extra money. So for me, Beachbody was the answer. It was something that wasn't just selling candles or jewelry, but it was selling life change, selling something. It was sharing something, being a part of something special, something awesome. So I decided, okay, I'm going to do this. And if I make $100 a month, awesome, because that $100 a month would really help Tiara and I. And I set the bar really low because I had really low self-confidence. I didn't really think anyone would follow me. I didn't think anyone would, really take me serious. I was just a secretary in a corn refinery plant. But I got signed up. I got plugged in. The first 6 months of my coaching career was literally hell. Right after I got signed up, my grandmother passed away. I ended up having to pull Tiara out of her private school and putting her into a new school. My car was repossessed. I mean, I remember looking out the window just to see, is my car still out there? And eventually I had to let it go. I couldn't afford it. I was able to finally sell my house before it was foreclosed on, but eventually I had to file for bankruptcy. And then my other grandmother passed away, and this was in 6 months. It was like, what's next, right? Do you ever just think about that? Like, okay, God, what's next? You're kind of afraid to ask, but looking back now, I honestly know that God brought this business, these people into my life for a reason. To feel like you're a part of something special, to feel like you're connected, to feel like maybe you're making a difference, to be excited about your life. That's what got me through those hard times. So the $100 I had hoped to make quickly turned into tripling my full-time income in about 18 months. I retired from my full-time job 4 years ago. So basically in less than 2 years, I quit my full-time job. Moved my daughter and I to Atlanta, which is where I met my husband, Paj. And, today we do what we want, when we want, where we want. We are in control of our lives. We're not, giving all of our time to someone else, making someone else rich. We're doing our own thing, and we're doing very well at it. So, on average now, that $100 a month I had hoped to make has now turned into my previous annual salary every single month. Every month I'm making what I used to make, what took me an entire year at my full-time job. An entire year away from my daughter, coming home tired and, not wanting to play or give her the time and attention that she deserved, missing out on things that I wanted to be a part of with her, and not getting ahead. I went back to school. I had my bachelor's degree, and I couldn't get ahead at my full-time job. I wasn't taken serious. So I just want to encourage you guys that if you're looking to do something different, if you're looking to change your life, if you're looking to make a difference for your family, this is it. This is the opportunity that you're looking for. If you don't do something different, if you don't make a change, if you don't take that risk, if you don't take that leap, nothing different is going to change. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Please get with the coach that invited you. Get signed up. Don't wait. Welcome to the team, you guys.